Hi all, thank you so much for coming along and watching this video. Today I would like to talk about hair and not having much of it. It's strange because the subject of hair has come up quite a lot recently in various conversations I've had with family and friends in the real world and online. And I thought I might sort of try and get it out of my system by doing a video of what it's been like living with very, very fine hair all my life. My dad had really thick, black, luscious hair. He had loads on, and even up to when he died, he had almost a full head of black, thick hair with just a few greys on the side. And you know why I didn't get my dad's hair. My mum's hair was like mine. It was thin, fine, and yeah, I got her hair. Thanks, Mum. When I was born, when I was a baby, apparently I was bald for quite a number of months before I started getting a few wisps here and there, and unfortunately, the stage was set. When I got to infant school and junior school, my dad would say to my mum, "Can't you do something with that kid's hair?" But of course she couldn't. It was so thin and fine, and I had like hardly any on. And mostly mum would put my hair in a plait down the back, or sometimes two plaits. But when I had the two plaits, they were so thin. They were unbelievably thin, and all my little wispy hair would come out of the plaits anyway. So I walked around as a child with a little fringe, a thin fringe, and a plait down the back, more or less. High school was pretty painful. I was at high school in the 70s, and the feather cut was all the rage then, which is sort of an all over layered cut. And oh my goodness, putting aside the chronic acne that I also had, it was, my hair was just a disaster. Oh dear, so little hair to start off with. You know, cut some layers out. Oh my goodness, horrific. Anyway, at university, I started cutting my own hair simply because I was too shy or embarrassed to let a hairdresser go near my hair, really. So I ended up like this. So for most of my life, I've had a short bob mostly, or sort of short like it is now. But every style, you know, you can tell I've got no hair on. I've never been able to sort of have any trendy styles really, which is just pain really. I mean, just you become very self-conscious about it, and you know, if as you can look, as you can see, even on top it's very, very thin. And through my life, you know, anybody that's been taller than me, which is more or less anybody because I'm only about 5'1", has been able to see my head through my hair. Now, when my mum passed away a few years ago, my hair started falling out about 2 months after she passed. And oh gosh, I think it must have been the stress. We'd nursed her through several years of dementia, and at this point, when I was washing my hair, it was coming out and just going down the plug hole with the water, and that was really, really scary. And this lasted maybe 6 months, something like that. It did eventually start growing back, but only to what it was before, which is very fine and thin. During this time, I was so self-conscious, and it was probably around this time that I started wearing lots of scarves and turbans and just trying to disguise my head, really. So this is the one photo that I had at the time, and you can see how flat, even my fringe is so thin and all my hair is really flat to my head. Having an underactive thyroid as well didn't help, of course. I don't think that's been very helpful either, but as I say, eventually it started growing back a little bit. But I'm resigned to the fact that I'll always have very, very thin and fine hair. I've tried various products to try and get it to grow a bit better. I've been through the Charles Worthington Grow Strong range, which are these. And I mean, they're very nice, they're lovely products. They're not that expensive. Protein treatment and scalp tonic. And of course you can get shampoo and conditioner as well. They smell really lovely. They've got a very sort of light rose petally florally smell. But what I'm on at the moment is this Expert Hair and Scalp Therapy Juniper shampoo, which hubby bought me for Christmas, by Tony Malidi, is it? And it's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, just imagine eucalyptus oil, juniper oil, tea tree oil, and the old, is it Wright's coal tar soap? And oh, it just smells like that. It's gorgeous. It smells fantastic. So, you know, it smells so good you could almost eat it. Now, whether it's going to do any good, I don't know. But I like to use it because it smells gorgeous. Anyway, for a while now, I've been wearing my hair short like this, with a bit of a sort of comb over from the side. I got fed up of it being in a bob because, to add insult to injury, my hair is thinner on one side than the other. So whenever I had a bob, I always had to have a very small bit of fringe in the front to make, you know, to give me some hair at the sides. So my fringe looked crap as well. So, you know, I've got the hair on one side of my head is thinner than the other. Now, I've been toying with the idea of getting a wig for a while now, and some of the YouTubers, you know, the ladies that I watch on YouTube are wig wearers, and they look amazing. You know, even older ladies, they look fantastic. And to be honest, now I've lost all this weight, I just feel a lot more confident than I ever did, than I have for, say, 30 years, really. So maybe that is something to try. I'm sort of really toying with the idea of getting a wig, because at the moment, 9 times out of 10, I wear a turban the whole time, or a scarf, or I've even started wearing hats as well now. So it might be a bit of culture shock for me to put a wig on, actually, because I've never had a full head of hair. It's always been so thin, so little of it, that actually having some hair, it might take some getting used to. But my mum had a wig in her 50s, and it was like a hair coming off a headband, which she used to sort of push on, and that the hair came down the side, which looked really nice on her, to be honest. So watch this space. Thank you for watching, and I would love to hear your comments. You know, as I say, I've been discussing this with a lot of my Facebook friends and my real life friends, and this is quite a common problem for a lot of women. So, you know, please leave a comment underneath. That'd be great. And thank you for watching.